Hey folks, welcome back. Sorry for the stream hiccups today. Lure versus Technology, round 257 and 3/4. But I figured out what it was trying to tell me there, and yeah, it was my fault. Guys have been fighting with technology for some time now, so I had a setting in there incorrectly matching with the stream settings from my OBS, so it was just going to cause like screen tearing and stuff, so yeah, I definitely needed to rectify that. But we got it squared away now. We should be coming in good quality, good color. I'll get myself out of the way here in just a moment. In the meantime, if you wouldn't mind taking a moment to like, share, subscribe, and comment, I always appreciate those things. And I'll give this just a few minutes here. Yeah, we are good to go. Hey, Wanda, good morning. Boomin, good morning. Good to see you guys. Hey, Dee Dee, what's up? Definitely good to see everybody today, and I think I lost a few folks from one of my failed stream attempts there, but I do believe this one is coming in the way it should. And guys, I finally fixed the colors. Wow, this stuff is not easy. So, just long story short, without too much techno babble, all this, and thank you so much again for reaching out to me on this, because I never would have really known otherwise. But when I bought my HDR TV, apparently that triggered automatically for the signal to go through to my TV in HDR, which I was fine with, you know. I was like, well, the Switch 2 has it, might as well enjoy it. So anyway, what happens then is the capture software for YouTube and on the computer and OBS and basically all the way through, it has to reconvert that HDR color into the normal color, the standard color. And it hasn't been doing it right. So it tends to whitewash, grayscale, all this stuff you guys have been telling me about for the past few months, because I didn't know it was causing it. That was the last thing that would have ever even crossed my mind. So the funny thing is when I tried to get my channel to HDR, I started learning about all this stuff. And I was like, oh. So anyway, long story short, I reset my TV and my game to just regular SDR. So now the colors are actually coming through into the YouTube channel. So guys, I'm so sorry that's been missing. You know, I want to show you the beauty in these games. And again, this stuff isn't easy. So now that I finally got that squared away, at least you guys can see the colors again. Now, of course, you know, the game, it's misty and foggy in a lot of it, so it's not wrong. At least the colors are right. But you are more or less seeing it the way it's meant to be seen. I'll put it that way. Alright, about another minute or so here and we'll get going. Great Plateau trials, guys. My toes are wiggling and I'm kind of scared at the same time. I don't like that whole one-hit thing, Link flashing red. I always have the urge to, like, eat something, and that doesn't work. Actually, while I'm giving this another... DD alert explains a clump. Yeah, that's the new bingo card, guys. I didn't have to use a new link, though. I was able to actually update the old game. So, same link. Laura explains a complicated thing. That did not take long at all. Wow. I will be right back. Apparently, that's how long I was fiddling with technology this morning, as I literally ran myself out of coffee. So let's see here. Who did I miss? Brad, hey, welcome back. So, Dee, I thought about the second part of that. Lore explains a complicated thing in the beginning there, ... and made it sound way more complicated than it needed to be. Ba-dum-bum. I had that thought while, the coffee mug was spinning around in my microwave, and I was watching it with intent. Oh, there you go, Brad. All right, well, it's your lunch break. We shall not waste any more time. I will go ahead and get myself out of the way. See, I knew that was going to happen. Okay, we're good. Whew. Technology is fragile. Toodles! Alright guys, welcome back. Level Up Royal here with you once again. And guys, it's time for the Great Plateau Trials. A lot of fun in the DLC stuff here. I really enjoyed the DLC challenges, especially this one. I love how they transformed the Great Plateau into an awesome trial. So without any further ado, if you wouldn't mind taking a moment to like, share, subscribe, comment, I always appreciate those things. And we're going to be hitting it all, guys. Bad boy nests, I'll walk you through those. The shrines, I'll try to walk you through those. They're tough. I can't promise I'll get through first time every time, but we're going to do our best. So this is the part I don't know if I like. I'm not a big fan of the whole one-hit thing. Yeah, it just adds to the challenge, I guess. Hey, Purple Rain, welcome, welcome. Doing pretty good, thanks for asking. Hope all is well in your world. Indeed, Brad, indeed. Yeah, I really got to give it to Nintendo. They did an awesome job. I really enjoyed everything that came with the DLCs. Like, I enjoyed the trials. I thought the Ganon, the Blights fights could have been done a little differently. I think those tend to just frustrate folks a lot more instead of, adding enjoyment. But, yeah, everything else, like the Master Sword trials, so much fun. Great Plateau trials, so much fun. I loved having 4 extra shrines for another, heart container, stamina vessel. I really enjoyed all the extra cutscenes and the extra storyline. All in all, guys, I think this is one of the best DLCs I've ever bought. And I don't say that lightly, because I have many. But I felt like for 20 bucks, there was a lot that came with that. Alright guys, there it is. And I'm not a big fan of that, Link flashing in red. It agitates my OCD. Nothing I can really do about it though, so I'll try my best to tune it out. And I already have that urge to open up my menu and eat something for my hearts. Don't do it! And notice, no Divine Beast superpowers here. Nope. And I think something that would be helpful, now normally, I would avoid using this, but since I'm actually playing DLC stuff here, I'm going to use my Phantom Ganon armor. Guys, I feel like that's 100% the way to go. If you want to break out bone weapons, you can. If your Obliterator is just out of juice and you don't want to wait, you can flip over to a bone weapon. That bone attack up, that goes a long way. The bone bows, that really pushes a lot of a power, but it's kind of tough to go to a bone bow, even with bone attack up, when you've got other bows that, are a lot stronger. So that's kind of a tough call. But long story short, it'll give you the bone attack up ability plus your stealth. So I find the stealth is super helpful in this trial. And look at me, already trying to go over there and do something. So I've already got an attack power meal running. And just so I don't have to do any of that all over again, we'll go ahead and drop a hard save. Alright. I don't know what those pins are for anymore. Maybe that was on my little... That's right. So I reloaded the save before I went out on that big hunt. So the good thing is here is they mark them on your map. I'm going to go straight for contestant number 1 here. And each one of these little bad boy nests comes with a shrine. And guys, the shrines, they're tough. Like, even when I practiced them, they were still tough to get through. And I haven't been practicing them, so it should be really interesting to see what happens today. Okay, first things first, I like to get rid of the bats. Because the bats are a problem. Ugh, right in the nugget. I actually hit the headshot on that other guy. Yeah, the bats, the bats. The good thing is you can just kind of get them to shoo. You don't really necessarily need to waste your bow on that. And speaking of wasting bows, oh yeah! I caught Agent Smith on a water break. Awesome! Alright. I guess I'll go ahead and mark our loot chest while we're at it. And I have no idea where that silver wound up. So yeah, that's a definite... Oh wait, can you not change weapons? That's right, you can't change weapons even if you wanted to. Totally forgot about that. You're kind of locked in. I don't know why I thought you could switch to a bone weapon. That is incorrect. Bruh. Okay, so that really only applies to the bone bow. Oh, they see me. I wonder if I blew myself up with bombs, if that would kill me. I'm pretty sure I already know the answer to that. Oh, nuts! Oh, he speared me! Wow, that did not take long. I remember now, I'm not supposed to be doing this on the ground. This is a bullet time situation. Yeah, I'm a little rusty indeed. Yeah, we need to be doing bow and arrow. I don't even think I hit the headshot, and that one hit him. Okay, should just be that one more red. And I see my chest didn't mark. I'll have to remark that. And I don't remember opening crates. Uh-oh. Yeah, you do open crates here. There's goods in the crates. Oh, nuts! I don't remember having all these problems last time. That's 2 deaths. Not even really into this thing. Wow. And this is the easy part. Like, I haven't even gotten to the shrines yet. What's happening? Sneak striking with a one-hit obliterator. Wow. Alright, yeah, I need to reset my thinking here. Especially after doing, like, just random bad boy nests last weekend. This is a very different type of party. Kind of afraid to open the crates because I don't want to knock myself in the nugget with one and then, you know, die again. But at the same time, I kind of want to know what's in the crates. Rupees. How did I think you could change weapons? That must just apply to bows and stuff. Mostly odds and ends there. I like how the pig was like, nope, I'm out. Yeah, Brad, I just read that. The beehives are just mean. I can't tell you how many times I walked into that stupid beehive. You know, I'd finish killing all the bad boys, and I'd be like, okay, I'm done now. Whap! Wait, what just killed me? Oh, the beehive. Yep. Not once, not twice, but many times. Hey, Holly, welcome, welcome. Good to see ya. So yeah, Purple Rain, I'm pretty sure I could have magnesised with those metal crates on those enemies. Alright guys, so whatever shrine this is, I have no idea what I'm doing. Collected Soul. So this is probably the easiest of them all, but probably the most frustrating of them all at the same time. So, yeah. You've got moving targets and stuff here too, so you can definitely get hit. Yikes! And then here comes the frustration. Honestly, this is very difficult. Very difficult. So you've got a big orb, you got a small orb, and you've got the treasure chest. And everything gets knocked around all over the place. And then the wrong thing will fill up in your tray here. Whoa, I got super lucky there. So what I find is once you get something in the bucket, go straight up. Because if you try to move, you know, side to side or pull it back too fast to get it out of the way of other objects, you can drop it easier. So I just find go straight up. That gets it out of the way, and then you can kind of take your time, you know, get it over to you. Spin around super slow with that joystick. Because, yeah, you might be standing there 4 days trying to get that. And then once you finally get it bucketed, and then you, like, do something too fast and it falls, that just makes you want to cry a little. Okay. It's always a scary endeavor. Wait, does magnesis work on these? No. Yay! Alright, I think that's the important one. I think that's the key. No, that's another phonics bow. Okay, I don't need that though. So I guess the important one is the little orb. And then of course whatever's in that treasure chest, that would be cool to find that out. Come on, baby! Wow, I can't believe I just caught that. So on that little ball, because it rolls faster, I find like pulling back on the bucket as it's getting ready to hit is also super helpful. And I still don't know what's in that treasure chest back there, but since I've got this, like, I don't want to not take advantage of that fact. Okay, nobody breathe. I don't think I'm going to have a far enough reach. Nope. Shucks. This is already difficult, but then you walk slower here, so... Very scary. Yikes! Hey, look at me go! Okay, so that's the way out. I still want to know what's in the treasure chest. Now watch this be what gets me killed. So here's what we're gonna do. Ouch. I almost just killed myself with the thing. So folks, I hope that helps you out. If you wouldn't mind taking a moment to like the video, I always appreciate that. So I'm gonna clear the shrine, so I don't have to do any of that ever again in my entire life. And then I'll go back in and see what's in that treasure chest. It better not be long throw. I'm trying to jinx it in a good way. Alright. So now if I die, it's no big deal. Shrine's already done. Not that I'm going to try to do that on purpose or anything. Whoa, and it almost just happened. Kind of funny when you're not worried and you have more confidence to just go for it. Sometimes you do better. Because you got nothing to lose. Oh, wow, that chest really gets shot out of there. That time it did not. Ah, nuts. Come on, baby! Ah, so close! This is the one I'm going to spend the most time on, too. And now it's all coming back to me. This is the one I always spend the most time on. Come on, baby. There you go. All right. Easy does it. I'm very nervous right now. It's kind of weird. Bomb arrows! What? Okay, so truth be told, I thought that was going to be a gold rupee. Now I feel like a giant dunce. Wow, I've been in almost a half an hour already. And I just now finally got past the first part. So I need to step up my game. Okay guys, for this next bad boy nest, I do believe ice is going to be our best friend. So no messing around. Again, I'm trying to change my mindset from just having fun with bad boy nests from last weekend to I'm doing the one hit challenge and I need to pay more attention. Okay, this is just south of the Great Plateau Tower here, and again, ice is going to be your friend. Especially with those Lizzles over there. The Lizzles are out of control. Oh, nuts. Wow, that thing replenished a lot of health. Okay, now you should just be able to walk around once you get them all on ice and get them all dead pretty quickly here. Just watch out for those beehives that we were just talking about. The beehives. Uh-oh. Okay, they are no longer on ice. That's a problem. And we don't have Revali's Gale here. So you've got to find fly down points, and you got not only the bees to think about, but the spiky things. The spiky things are no bueno. Whoa! How did that miss? Yeah, definitely playing this one safe. So that beehive, or one of the beehives, should be like right around here somewhere. And the only way I can really ever see them is to use stasis. But you really got to be looking like straight down into the ground. So also look for the little swarm there. Unfortunately, sometimes you don't see that until you're right up on it and it's too late. Hey, Junior 2K, welcome, welcome, welcome. Rubies, rubies, rubies. Wanda, I know, right? With those bomb arrows. At least it wasn't long throw. Hey, Draven, welcome, welcome. So, Draven, it's funny. I already talked about doing that and, you know, intentionally resisting the urge to try to heal myself, and it's bothering me the whole time. Yep, good stuff, good stuff. Alright, again, guys, beehives. Beware the beehives. Gonna make real sure here I don't find one. And I just realized my Sheikah slate isn't beeping. Let me make sure I'm doing the right thing in my condominium here. Aha! Alright, folks. This one. This one. Yeah, this is a great time. So, give me a minute here to remember how I do this. I think this goes out here. I wish you could fuse these together. I'm having a TOTK wish moment here. So you just got to get close-ish, and then you can climb and do a little flying. But yeah, this is uncool. So there's a chest over there. That's interesting. I mean, I already made it. Do I go for it and then regret my choices later? I feel like it's taunting me. Honestly, I don't think there could possibly be anything in that chest that would be worth the aggravation. Uh-oh. Oh, you can actually put this thing here? Wait just a minute. Almost. Well, I'll be. That changes things ever so slightly. Ah! That was a good try. Okay, so no regret today. And I called it, guys. I said the words. And I meant the words. There couldn't possibly be anything in that chest that would be worth the frustration. Whoa! So that just happened. I zigged when I should have zagged. Now I get to do the fun part all over again. It's like the fun song in SpongeBob. F is for friends who do things together. U is for you and me. And I forget what N was for. In is for anywhere, anytime at all, down here in the deep blue sea. There we go. And I don't know why I'm malfunctioning right now. I was trying to remember the fun song. Oh, nuts. That spike sticks up like 1/8 of an inch higher than the floor, but it was just enough to get me. This is going downhill fast. Maybe I should have sang the lure version of the fun song. F is for freaking out the moblins on the battlefield. U is for ultimate awesome. N is for never saw it coming. Down here in the deep blue sea. And the deep blue sea in this case is a field of spikes and death and destruction. And now I'm malfunctioning. There we go. Alright, we can figure this out. Oh, that's a little farther away than what it needs to be. There we go. Wait, how do you get up there? You just gotta go for it? Man, this is mean! Who put this here? I have a feeling Agent Smith and Agent Jones did a collab. And behold, this shrine was born. Alright, so I know you can stasis one of these. And then it's just a matter of dodging 2 of these. But I don't remember which one made it easier. I'm gonna go with the far one. I feel like you have more control dodging the first 2 there. Alright, so we made it. But yeah, the hits keep on coming. So this one's timed. There's going to be a wall of death that will keep our forward momentum going. It's motivation. It really is motivation. you know, help you to locate your socks, things like that. And the pressure is on here because, you know, we already did all that other hard stuff getting to this point. So now it's like, don't get hit. Don't get hit. Yikes. Okay, my hands are a little sweaty. Not gonna lie. Okay, my hands are very sweaty. Holy guacamole. I'm not showing you this because, like, woo! It's shiny. But I made it. Haha, Dee Dee. Lur sings a song. So much fun. Hey, Tony. Good to see ya. It took me a week to get past this shrine. Yeah, so, you know, going back to my first attempt at these, yeah, nothing happened fast. There were many attempts. A lot of frustration, and, you know, that was a part of it. I don't know if he has anything productive to say. No. Arkazol, hey, welcome, welcome. Hey Lily, welcome, good to see you again. So Brad, yeah, I did not know that was a bow and arrow, that you could drop one of those swinging balls of death. That's awesome, because then that leaves you two, then you can stasis one, then you really only have to dodge one. Yeah, I had no idea. I kind of wish I could go back in there now. Thanks for throwing that out there, though. I'll make sure I stitch that in somehow if I ever get around to doing the edit. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and drop a hard save here because I'm happy with my progress so far. And let's go do the next little bad boy nest. Probably no super quick way to get over there. Yeah, I'll just hoof it. Another good thing about the Great Plateau Trial here is you don't have the other normal stuff here. So you don't need to worry about the bobkins that are normally around, etc. You can just kind of focus on the bad boy nests that are part of the trial. I just heard a bobkin, I think. I heard the pig snort. There he be. Oh, you shouldn't have turned your back, pal. Look at me collecting my monster parts. Okay, we already got a chest beeping. There's definitely a chest or two over here with this one. And I like to come in from the Temple of Time on this guy. Get rid of the Guardian trouble. Oh wait, what am I doing? There's monster parts to be collected. Oh, I can get another stam. Yes, please. Oh wait, I cannot. I wonder why she was glowing. I thought it only glowed, like, if you could trade. Okay, so no more guardians up here, I don't believe. But this is a good fly down point. It's another reason I like to come in from the tower here. You can get a little bit of altitude. and get everything frozen. Ice arrows are my bread and butter. I can't survive without my ice arrows. Okay, we'll probably have to eat some stam, and that's okay, well worth it. Oh wow, I need to eat some stam like now. Uh-oh, oh that's right. No healing allowed. Watch out for the spiky things! Wow, I almost flew right into that too! Would have been a massive waste of ice arrows. Again, I'm not messing around. I'm going around and getting it done. Wait, is there anything else alive? Oh, I think the headshots took... I guess the headshots I did with the icing took care of it. Aha. Top 10 funniest ways to die in Breath of the Wild. That makes the list. Oh, Arcazol, I just read your comment there about getting your house in TOTK. That is so much fun. Yeah, definitely wish you happy building there. That is definitely a lot of fun. Have you missed any streams? Maybe just a couple of the Star Wars deals, but I do those at random times. Random days are never scheduled. But guys, if you want to see the Star Wars streams, like, in the colors it's supposed to be in, now that I've finally got my thing fixed, I streamed twice last night. So my two most recent Star Wars adventures should be in the proper color. I just can't remember for the life of me now what I even did. So yeah, you're not going to see much color. One was on a new world, and it's like a snow world, so it's just all kind of whited out anyway. That would be the Safecracker. So yeah, the one before the Safecracker, I think it was called Jabba's Gambit. That would be a better one to take a quick look at, just to, you know, gauge what it actually is supposed to look like with the graphics. Alright, but enough about that. Go ahead and stamp my chest. And I'm still getting a beeping. Why am I getting a beeping? I'm kind of afraid to walk around in here. It's like a mine zone. A giant death trap just waiting for me. Like, somebody had me in mind when they made this. Let's make sure I get a save. There we go. Just in case I do something silly over here. Where is this coming from? Oh, I bet that's okay. I have an idea. That's probably the chest that I always leave here until I'm ready to go get a new bow. I had to know. I had to know. Hey, Leah, welcome, welcome. Glad you could make it today. It's a lot of fun doing the trials here. Definitely enjoy it. So Arcazol, to answer your question, I don't always stream on Friday nights. That would be kind of a random... if I did like an unscheduled like that on a Friday night, or, you know, just any other random day of the week, that would probably be the Star Wars. I like to try to stick to the schedule for the Zelda. Just because that's where a lot of the interest is here. Alright, I don't know what I'm doing right now. I guess I need to migrate. I need to go up here to the snow region, and guys, the cold damage up here, that's a problem. So unfortunately, you know, you just got to make a choice. Stealth, attack power, or cold protection for the super suit. Now, of course, you can combine cold protection. You can eat the elixir. So I might just do that. And then I can wear my barbarian armor to get the attack up with, you know... Actually, that doesn't matter. I'm better off staying in the bone suit for the bows. Not to mention you get your stealth. So yeah, I'll just run it that way. And I think this is the last one. Probably better to approach this one. Just because I know there's a lot going on here. Yeah, we're going to approach this one, and we're going to climb this mountain so we get a good fly down point. Oh, so, okay, maybe I misread that. Apologies. So yeah, my stream schedule is Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays at noon Central Time. That's my set schedule for the Zeldas. And that's going to be changing over here probably to a Mario game. I'm not really sure yet. I haven't gotten any feedback on that, whether or not there's even interest in it. But guys, that Super Mario Galaxy, I had a lot of fun with it. I played it many times. It was a good family game, and the colors were so vivid. And just watching Mario like fly through space, the music is fun, the worlds are fun, colorful, diverse. I'm very interested to see what that's going to look like on the modernized graphics engine. And, you know, I'm told there's new stuff added into it. So I don't know, to me that would just be a real fun little adventure. It wouldn't go on for months and months, you know, it'd be a shorter game. But, you know, I'm thinking about moving to that once I'm done with the Zelda here. And honestly, that comes out next weekend, or the 4th of October. So I don't know if that's the weekend exactly, but next weekend that game will be out, I think. I don't even know what today is, the 26th? Yeah, next weekend. So yeah, that's going to be, I don't know what I'm going to do there. I don't want them to bleed over each other. I might have to double stream that week and do the Zelda stuff at noon, and then at night maybe do the Mario Galaxy. Because honestly, it's just a fun, more laid-back kind of game. I don't need to stress myself out about, you know, trying to get a tutorial put together per se. It's just more or less showing how to get through it. So, I don't know, more to come on that. But again, just beautiful game. I think it would be a lot of fun. Yeah, exactly. Our Kazol, same time as today. Yeah, it happens. It's all good. So I think you're, in British time, I think you're about 6 to 7 hours ahead of me. So, you know, noon for me would be about, you know, 6, 7 p.m. for European time zones. Give or take. I'm not sure exact. I'm not great at time zone thinking, but somewhere in that neighborhood would get you close. Alright guys, I'm going to drop a hard save here. Because if I messy this up, I can just reload that save and I'm back at the top and I'm ready to go here. And I'm not going to ice arrow the ice enemies, I'm going to fire arrow the ice enemies. Because they one hit. And, they're problematic, so... Yeah, definitely going to get rid of anything ice. And there's a dancing idiot down there that I need to dispose of. And unfortunately, he's moving around so much, like it's tough to get a shot on him. Without bullet time. I'm not gonna have enough. Stand by. Wait, what just happened? Oh, that's right. Lizzle. I didn't even see him, and I forgot what I was doing there for a second. The bats, major problems. And there's multiple bats, 3 or 4 bats. Yeah, I missed one, as a matter of fact. Uh-oh, he got away. Wow, so many bats! Did I miss? I might have missed. Jeepers. Watch that bat be the death of me. And if it happens, I called it. Oh, where did he come from? So many enemies at this one, like, dang. They wanted to make sure we earned it. Alright guys, that's it. Wow, I didn't think I was going to get through these that quickly, but there's a lot of cutscene and storyline stuff coming up. So, like, you know, that's going to go on for a little bit here. And then after that, it's just the regions. And I've got to go through all the regions in order to get to the Divine Beast that's below us here. So, I'm not sure. I see you. I'm not sure how long those are going to take each, so, you know, they might just be their own streams. Well, honestly, I really thought I'd be at this for a couple hours. It's only been an hour. I don't know if they're going to go that quick. Maybe I can knock out one of the regions now. Because from what I remember, you have to do 3 shrines in each one to get the orbs. Then trade those in for the blight fight. The blight fight. I should market that somehow. The Shrine O' Darkness. I remember this. It's a gauntlet. Whoops, you gotta crouch here. And this one, you just got to get over or under. Whoops, I keep pushing the wrong button for that. Yeah, this next room we've definitely got a chest, and I think we can burn that one down. There we go. And I want to say there's a guardian lurking in one of these. Whoops. Good thing there's no weapon damage. There's a gold rupee. I feel vindicated somehow. See, I knew there was a gold rupee in one of these. I would not have guessed this one. That's right. The timed torches of doom. As soon as they turn off, you just gotta go for it. This one's on the mean side. They're all on the mean side. Listen to me. Okay, and I think this is where our guardian friend is hiding. Not even really hiding. Oh, several. Yikes! All it takes is one of them for to get a shot off with that little pea shooter, and that's ball game. So folks, I genuinely hope that helps you all out. If you wouldn't mind taking a moment to like the video, I always appreciate that. Whew. Wow. Yeah, again, I thought I'd be at this for a couple of hours, so even though I died a few times there, I was able to hit the reset button on the old noggin and get through it. So we've only got 3 spirit orbs. I'm missing one. We're not done yet. I just read your comment there, Arcazol, about having so many shrines you still need to get done. That's the story of my life. Like, sometimes they feel like a chore and I just let them pile up. And I mean, if you've got, you know, the extra heart meals, you don't necessarily miss them much. So yeah, that's definitely a thing. Alright guys, let's see what I haven't done yet. Oh, I never went into that shrine? It's fun being me. So much fun being me. Ah, major test of strength. Okay. I am ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm gonna break out the heavy guns for this one. Might as well. Attack power, never hurt no one, just for the strength of the bow there. Ancient proficiency ain't gonna matter here because, well, it's a one-hit type of situation, so we basically just gotta land a shot. But, just in case I decide to do it via bow, I want to have the attack power going in behind that. Wow. I way overthought that. Way overthought that. I don't even think we can pick these up. Wait, can we? I'm getting to that point in my game I don't need tons and tons of weapons anymore. Long throw! Haha! There's my durability! Long throw and durability, just to, you know, keep me humble. Hey, Iwa! Hey, welcome, welcome! Yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate that, and I'm glad you're enjoying it. Oh yeah, we're not done yet. That's right, that was just the opening foe. See, I might switch to the ancient bow just because that'll put more attack power into the one shot. That'd be an epic waste. And I like shock arrows personally for anything Guardian because it keeps them stunned and it kind of snaps them out of whatever attack mode they're in. So I just find that more beneficial. It gives you a chance to kind of get over there and just smack them. Of course, you can probably do the same thing with stasis or a combination of stasis and shock arrow. And there is a treasure chest. That's right, you gotta go that way. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Giant ancient core. Now we're talking. That made up for the bomb arrows from earlier. And the Karak shield. Also from earlier. Alright, with our key we can get out of here. And this next part is not for free. We're going to have to work for it. And yeah, these things, they'll get you. Like, it's pretty wild how good a shot they are. So cover is your only friend. Cover is your best friend. Look at that, the tankiness on that thing. Alright, I think we're good. So that's my personal choice. Stay behind cover and just kind of pop out and say, hello! And pick them off one at a time. Getting that one to fall off the drawbridge is absolutely huge. That way you don't have to, you know, trash your entire bow trying to get it dead. So I think now it's finally safe to say. So folks, I genuinely hope that helps you all out. If you wouldn't mind taking a moment to like, share, subscribe, comment, I always appreciate those things. And as always, until the next time, best of luck, happy hunting. Booyah. I know, right? That little rift that plays when you solve a puzzle. That's one thing that goes back to the earliest Zelda game. I always loved the little rifts that would kick off. Alright, we have gotten that done. I'll go ahead and let all this stuff play out here. I'll get myself out of the way. I kind of forgot cutscene stuff was coming. Peace out, home scout. That's right, we gotta give it back. Alright, right back to where we left off. Look at all these beautiful weapons I've been carrying around. I'm feeling savage. We'll do the savage sword. Alright guys, I'm sitting here just kind of having an argument with myself how I want to proceed with these. I think I will go ahead and separate these out. But I can do that when I go to do the editing part. So yeah, some of these streams might be a little longer. I'm kind of thinking maybe, depending on how long they take, I might even be able to do 2 of them. So yeah, let's go for it. Let's see what happens here. I guess what I'll do is I'll just go in the same order I did them in my playthrough. So we started with Rito. I'll go ahead and start with Rito here. And from what I remember, these are tough. Like, especially on the timed shrines, man, you gotta be on the move to make sure you hit all those. And I'm trying to figure out which way I have to go here. That way. To the north. Definitely some cutscene stuff here. I'm going to let all this stuff play out, and I'll try to keep quiet while that's going. Alright, yeah, a lot of cutscene stuff with these. So basically, you don't get map markers. These are your map markers. They're not exact sciences, but they give you a pretty good idea where you have to go. So this one here is the flight range. So I'll go ahead and pin these out here as we go, just so everybody knows exactly where we're going. So there's one. This one here is... Whoops. Jeepers. Right underneath the peak of Hebra. And that's one of those that's real tough to do because it's timed. And then last but not least, we have to catch the dragon. And that is not far from the tower. I want to say right here. I think. Let me look at that one more time. Yeah, I'm pretty confident that that's going to get us close. So it really doesn't matter what order you do these in. I'll just go ahead and head toward one, and I've actually got a good fast travel point over there. Might as well take advantage. So I'm just reading your chats there about, you know, the house in TOTK and your builds, and yeah, it's good stuff. I really enjoyed tinkering with that. How is Link not freezing? What's going on here? Do I have a fire weapon equipped? No. Why is Link not cold? Somebody help me out here. Maybe barbarian armor is insulated? Maybe this doesn't require temperature protection? What? Maybe it's because I'm close to the shrine? Is my switch broken? Am I in the Twilight Zone? Oh, I've got a cold resistant. Wow. If I ever had any cool points, I just lost them all. Yeah, I've got that high level cold resistance going. Wow. Totally forgot I ate that. See, that's how little I actually use those meals. I didn't even realize I had consumed one. It's fun being me. Alright, let's go ahead and get ready for the weather, because I know at some point that is going to become a thing. Alright, good stuff. So yeah, we just gotta shoot targets here, and I don't know if we have to do anything to activate that. I think we just go for it. Maybe? I better read. Hold on a second. It's been a while since I've done these. Shoot 4 targets to win. That's all it says. But you probably have to do it in 1 bullet time, because I think they, like, respawn pretty quickly. So yeah, whatever 4 you pick, make sure you can actually hit all 4. From what I remembered, I liked doing this side. I'm gonna have to eat stam. See, I'm used to having my stam maxed, so that is really throwing me off. I just read your comment there, Junior2K, about just starting TOTK, so it's a big game. You're going to be in that one for a while. Now, if you just focus to the main quest, you know, you can probably get through the game relatively quickly, but wow, there's a lot to it. Like, they really put a lot into TOTK. It probably took me about as much time to complete as Skyrim, if not that much, close to it. And Skyrim's another just real big game. In fact, I still probably have like several months left to finish out that walkthrough. Skyrim was one I like to do in bursts. I'm not sure when my next burst is going to be, but... yeah, long game indeed. Alright guys, welcome back to the Four Winds here. Before I get into it, if you wouldn't mind taking a moment to like the video, I always appreciate that. Shrine's a lot of fun. I really enjoyed the wind, but it's tough. It's not the easiest shrine you'll ever do. Especially trying to figure out all the switches and whatnot. So I probably could have just shot that with an arrow. Whoops. Looks like I'm going to now have to shoot that with an arrow. The good news is they give you tons of updrafts here. Bad news is you got to have the stam to be able to support, you know, your maneuvering. So yeah, max stam is definitely a benefit to all. And I'm going to go ahead and bomb arrow that just to hit the switch through the grate there. Make sure I actually get it. And the good thing is they give you a couple of landing perches here so you can recharge your stam without having to consume the meals. I will take full advantage of that. Okay, this one here, you gotta get in there. And let's not use a bomb arrow on this one. Lord blows himself up with bombs. Yeah, that would have been an opportunity for that. Alright, what's next on the hit list? I want to hit, well, since that one made itself available to me. That was an easy one. But that one only opens when that little turn spindle thingamajig is being activated by the wind. Then this one here, I can just go ahead and bow and arrow. Nice. Alright, now we gotta work our way around to the top. I think this is where we do that. Come on, baby. It's hard because you're flying into these, so sometimes, you know, you don't get the updraft you need, you get through it. So you almost have to put the brakes on as you're going around. Alright guys, I'm hearing a treasure chest. I don't remember what's in this one. I don't know if I want to go back for it. Honestly, I don't even remember where the thing is. Oh, it's really not coming to me. Now I'm starting to second guess myself. Did I even get this chest in my first playthrough? I may not have. It's above me. Because I'm only beeping when I go up. How far above me is the question. And I'm wondering if it isn't in here. No. Come on, baby! Come on, baby! Yikes! I'm not gonna make that. There's a hidden chest. Still above me. Okay, now it's not above me anymore. Wait, it is still above me. What? I'm so confused right now. Oh, wow. I did not see that to save my life. I might have even looked right at it. Okay. Now I know how to get to it. It's just a matter of getting to it. Yeah, honestly, I don't remember this one. I might not have gotten this one on my first playthrough. And if it wasn't for my Chigah slate there, I probably wouldn't have gotten that on this playthrough. Whoa! That really shot out of there. Wow. Talk about deflating. But now we know. Alright folks, as always, I hope that helps you out. If you wouldn't mind taking a moment to like the video, I always appreciate that. Junior 2K, that's probably a pretty good... Yeah, you can definitely put 300 hours into TOTK easily. I mean, it can easily be a 1,000-hour game. Again, I compare it to Skyrim in the sense of how much meat really is there. Alright guys, that's one. Yeah, I spent a lot more time in that one than I thought just because of that chest. I'll go ahead and get over to green. Do that one next. This one's a timed deal. So Purple Rain, you said you were disappointed in TOTK because Zelda had said that we'll go beyond. Arcazal, yeah, I know, multitasking, that's always fun. So, Purple Rain, I kind of know what you're saying there. I wasn't an instant fan of TOTK. I had to get into that one a little bit. I don't know what I was expecting, but it wasn't what it was. So yeah, it was one I had to keep coming back to. And I don't know, about the 5th or 6th time I came back to it, then I was like, okay, now I'm in it. Now I can play this game. But yeah, it was not an instant love connection. I'll just put it that way. I'll go ahead and drop a hard save here. Alright, so shield surfing, that's a thing. Tough to do, you know, that... Oops. There we go. Yeah, it's just a real tough... You know, I don't have 50 fingers, and they want you to press 50 buttons at the same time, it feels like. So if you can figure out the shield surfing, that's probably the way to go here. I would use just a burner shield for that. But somebody also told me in comments, actually a few, that you can summon the horse here. So if you've got the DLC thing on your horse, you can just whistle, and you can ride your horse down here. So however you can get through it there. Whoops. I'll just go ahead and use the shield surfing, because I worked so hard to learn how to do it. Give yourself a nice soft landing here so you don't completely crack your shield. But notice this shield surfing is actually faster than gliding. So that's why my preferred method here is probably the shield surfing. But again, if you're just not jiving with that, just go ahead and summon that horse, and that should speed you through here. Uh-oh. Yikes! Come on, Link. We gotta make it for last time, brother. Oh, nuts! I just ran into the blockers. That was NFL right there. And I hate that ticking sound. It agitates my anxieties. Come on, baby, come on, baby, come on, baby! Nailed it! Okay, so we got another shrine, another puzzle. They really make you work for it. But I do like how all the shrines are wind related, like it goes with the theme. Master the orb. You must become one with the orb. So what I remember of this one is we have to basically, like, make the path for it. I don't know how they want you to get up here without ascend. Oh, I'm a genius. I think I overthought that. We have a ladder. Come on. Alright, let's see what I did all that work for. It better not be another shield. That is not half bad. I really like having those for burner bows. Time to tech refresh anyway. I know I've been using that other one a lot. These things really have some durability behind them. Definitely a nice burner bow. Alright, so yeah, as far as the ball, we just need to master the orb here. So basically, everywhere it falls off, we have to do something to fix that. And gets down to this point all by itself with no problems. This is the first spot of trouble. So I'll go ahead and get that in place along with that. And that should get the ball going around this direction. Next we'll have to do kind of the same thing. Different directions, but same idea. Here we got to turn on the switch and then get ready with your stasis, guys. Once it gets to this point right about here, go ahead and stasis that sucker. Oh, wait a minute. There was another step there. That's right, there were many more steps there. Okay, so I forgot about the ice blocks. Put one there. Put one there. That ought to do it. Okay, so again, be ready with that stasis. Now I gotta wait for the ball to come all the way back around, and that's okay. It'll be fun. I'm going to eat a peanut butter and chocolate energy bite. So it's kind of like a cookie without actually being a cookie. But it might as well be a cookie because it tastes as good as a cookie. I like the cookie. Alright, so now that should get our orb where we need it to go. Oh, wait a minute, I almost forgot a step. Jeepers. Oh no! I guess that other ice block needs to be a little bit lower there. That's unfortunate. Oh wow, it made it. Okay, now this time I like to just let it get nestled in here until it stops moving around, just to make sure we get a good shot off. And that should get us up and out of here. So I definitely hope that helps you all out. If you wouldn't mind taking a moment to like the video, I always appreciate that. Until the next time, happy hunting. Alright guys, one more shrine puzzle. And then the blight fight. Let's get ready to rumble! The blight fight. I really wish these were actual legit spirit orbs. Just not the way it worked out. So Wanda, I just read your question there. How would you make the jump with the horse? You have to get off the horse, use your paraglider, get across, and then resummon your horse on the other side. It takes a few seconds to do that, but with a 5-star speedster horse, it makes up for it. Didi Kawabunga! I haven't heard that one in a hot minute. You have 3 bingo crossed out. Hot dog. Yeah, that's awesome. Sometimes those bingo words just line up beautifully. So Didi, you said you don't have the horse, but you imagine, jump, and glide and whistle. I don't know if the horse will get over there with whistle, unless you have the DLC thing attached. I'll have to play with that a little bit. Oh, ouch. That smarted a little. And I don't necessarily need this, but I'm going to do it anyway because I can't help myself. Alright, I'm going to talk to this dude. I think he tells us what time of day he wants us to switch time to. At night. So I guess we'll just pass it to night here. They give us a free campfire, might as well. And apparently I didn't get the bats. Why are these bats not aggroing? Okay, that's weird, right? And this time I don't have an elixir running. Like a bat repellent elixir. This is so weird. I've never noticed this before. Ooh, so close. Wanda, bingo and hot dog! Awesome. Wow, they're coming out today. Must have been that new bingo update. Thanks again so much, Dee Dee, for doing that. It's a lot of fun. Okay, so I'm going to make it night. Wait a minute, it's already night. It's 9 p.m. Did I already do that and I just forgot? I lost my focus there playing with bats. There's a bat in my belfry. Okay, and we might have to just camp here for a minute because that dragon, it might take a bit for him to get over here. I think that's an after midnight kind of thing. So we'll just have to hang out here with our bro, staring off into the nothingness because it's fun. He's holding that spear like he means serious business. Oh, I get it now. It's his job to report back to the chieftain if this light turns off, so he has to stand here and make sure it stays on. That's what it is. Alright guys, I might have a couple of minutes here, so I'm going to take a quick break and go get some water. I'll be right back, but I can see it from the kitchen, so if I see the dragon coming, I'll be able to scurry back in here. Still no dragon. Ooh, I have just enough time. I'm like trying to hurry but not spill my coffee at the same time. Alright, I am back in the saddle again. And you'll hear the dinner bell sound in the background. That would be my coffee cup being stirred ever so yummily. Okay, just in case I messy this up. Although I don't think the dragon is going to respawn if I reload that save. Okay, come on, baby. Give me my updraft. And right for the horns. Now be careful, those flame balls will kill you. But we need a horn. So make sure you smack that horn. And while that bow's already busted. I just got that bow. Awesome sauce. Oh, we can actually go get the monster part too. I will do that. But after I get the shrine activated so I can travel there. So Archazol, that Trousers of the Sky, it's really nothing... It's the Sky set, but it's like... I don't think that really comes with a set bonus or anything. It's just more for, like, flavor than it is actual, you know, something extra. And they're expensive to upgrade. I remember those costing things like diamonds and star fragments to upgrade. Alright, so let's see here. First things first, I'm just going to go ahead and shoot the boulders out of the way there. Whoops. Jeepers. So that we can actually get to where we need to go. And then follow the river of wind. Follow the river. Follow the river. Okay, another nicely placed bomb arrow. Now, if you don't have the bomb arrows, you can just drop a round bomb in here and time the detonation in accordance with hitting that deal up there, just like so. Excuse me. And I do have a chest beeping. Not really sure where that's coming from, though. I guess that way. That's kind of deceiving. I thought it was back there, but... yeah, definitely over this direction. Oh, it's in the middle there. Okay, that's right. Now I'm smelling what they're cooking. Okay, so again, personally I just prefer the bomb arrow. It's a lot easier, quicker. And then to get that chest, I think we need a stasis. Pow! Woo! I almost overshot. More bomb arrows, huh? Okay, and we definitely need a stasis on this one. Otherwise the door will shut on us when that thing is activated there, so... right about here, how to do it, to where that thing isn't being spun. And the rest is just follow the river of wind. So folks, again, I hope that helps you all out. If you wouldn't mind taking a moment to like the video, I always appreciate that. And until the next time, happy hunting. Alright, while that's tinking, I will catch up on a little bit of chat and drink some coffee. Archazol, I love stamp rant. Yes, there have been many. So many stamp rants. I've lost count. It's got to be in the hundreds. No exaggeration. Oh, thank you so much, Purple Rain. Yeah, I'm definitely happy to have you all here with me. It's definitely been a lot of fun doing these lives. And y'all are a big part of that. So again, thanks. And I totally forgot to go get my monster part before I dipped into the shrine there. So what I meant to do was activate the travel gate. And then go down over here and get my dragon horns. But I totally forgot, and it's probably despawned because I went into the shrine. And yeah, I don't see that little glow there anymore. Super sad face. And that's okay. It'll be okay. It's in the past. So yeah, guys, once we're done with all that, we need to go back to the deal here. Go ahead and spawn to your Divine Beast. I'm not familiar with that one, Archazol. I'm not familiar with that one. If I've ever gotten that from a amiibo or something, it's just not coming to me. Alright, so yeah, Divine Beast, guys, tough fights. The good news is you can drop a hard save here before you eat any meals or do anything. This way, if it's just too difficult and you want to come back to it, later or tomorrow, you don't have anything going in. You can reload this save and it's like it never was. So I like to put the save down before going in there. And arming up, suiting up, and eating up, I think the only thing that really goes in with us is the eating up part. I think they give us the clothing they want us to wear, and I think they give us the weapons they want us to use. So the only thing that's really going to help you in this situation is probably going to be that attack power meal. 10 minutes is more than enough time. And just in the off chance it does let me have some kind of a super suit in here, I'll Guardian up. Although now that I'm putting that on, I already know that isn't going to help. So yeah, guys, extra hearts, if you have them, eat them if you need them. Extra stam would be nice. But that's a one-shot deal. If I have a double barrel, I'll use it. And I can actually go cash those orbs in for one more stam sliver. So yeah, let's do it to it. Real tough fights. They under budget you on the weapons. So that makes these real difficult. I hesitate to say this is probably the easiest of all of them. And I'm already noticing the super suit that Link is wearing is not what I put on coming in here. Okay, so they do give you some arrows and a bow in here. It's not a lot. That's going to break super quick, but that probably pushes a little bit more damage, you know, assuming both arrows follow each other appropriately. That's pushing 30, whereas that's 20. The long distance bow with bomb arrows was a nice thing to have, but I'm going to try this just kind of straight up right now with the single shot bow and see what I can do in the air. When he falls, I'll go in there and wail on him with my Rito sword. Again, guys, way under budgeted. It's a tough fight. And I need an updraft, so I'll go ahead and get myself squared away with that. Okay, right in the eyeball there. Pow! Actually, I'm going to switch over. Try to make these headshots count. And you see the damage just isn't going away super quickly. You have no meals in here. See, I'm just going to go ahead and land and get whatever damage in that I can. Oops. And that's with an attack power meal running. So when I say under budgeted, like, I cannot understate or overstate that. Oh, nuts! I hate wasting shots. I feel like doing the damage from the air is more controlled. You're slowing time down. You're guaranteeing that headshot double damage. Okay, I think that's half. So that moves us over to the next part of the challenge, the second attack pattern here. But pretty much rinse, lather, and repeat. Okay, and you gotta be quick. You can be a little aggressive with this. Get in there, get it done. And that gives those drones a lot less time to try to come at you. And there goes my bow, and there goes my stam. And speaking of that bow being trashed... Okay, so again, the headshots, guys, that's really going to do the most damage. This is just kind of a follow-up to get a little bit in since, you know, he's downed anyway. But really, the meat and potatoes of this is going to be those headshots with the bow. And there you have it. So as always, I genuinely hope that helps you guys out. If you wouldn't mind taking a moment to like, share, subscribe, comment, I always appreciate those things. And until the next time, best of luck, happy hunting!
not enough. I must stay in the eye of the whirlwind. Must push myself harder. You know, Your Highness, it's rude to eavesdrop.
My apologies. I went to the village and I was told I could find you here.
You have need of me to defeat Calamity Ganon. To slay the beast once and for all. It will be my great pleasure.
Thank you, Revali. If we work together, I'm certain we'll be able to defeat...
However,
Did he just cut off the princess?
I play the biggest part in helping that... that little knight with the darkness-sealing sword, correct? Well, if he loses his confidence after seeing me in action, don't come crying to me. I truly never imagined you would do so well. Regardless, Revali's Gale should be more efficient than ever. As you are, I guess it's theoretically possible for you to best Ganon.
Definitely love this, guys. That was a huge gift given to us here in the DLC challenges. That cooldown is like nothing now. And it's noticeable. Like, after you play the game for a while with that, and then you start a new game, go get Revali's Gale again, like, you feel that extra cooldown time. It is excruciating. Alright guys, that is it for Revali's. And honestly, since these are so fast, like, I feel like I'm just going to do the other one in 30 to 45 minutes, I think, is about what these are taking. And that's taking my time, you know, trying to find the chests and all that. So, you know, trying to justify an entire stream for one of these, I don't feel like that's fair. That would be a real quick stream. So I'm just going to go ahead and do one more here. And again, going in the same order, I will stick to that order and go to the Gerudo next. That'll be a lot of fun. And I need to go back over to my... Ballad here, so I know exactly where I'm going. Thanks for saying I make it look easy, everybody. Indeedy, I know what you're saying there about... I don't know if I should repeat that, but yeah, I definitely get what you're saying there. Like, I can't imagine. I think I'd have a heart attack or something. No way, Jose. It's already, like, terrifying enough. Alright, Arkazul, yeah, thanks for hanging out. You have a good one. Have a good weekend if I don't see you again. Alright, guys, let's do this little dance. So I guess if it's going to flow like this, I can probably do 2 of these little regionals tomorrow. The last 2 would be, of course, Zora's and... I'm not going the right way, jeepers. Zora's and, God, I can't think right now. Darunia, not Darunia. Goron's, jeepers. I had to work hard for that one. So yeah, that would be Zora's and Goron's. And then I should be able to do the Divine Beast. Get the motorcycle. And then Sunday can be Master Sword Trials Sunday Fun Day. And then I can devote an entire stream to that. Which finishes out the DLCs in one weekend, so that kind of feels like it's being rushed at the same time. But wow, guys, honestly, I didn't remember these being so quick. Like, I honestly thought each region would be like a good 2.5 hour long stream. I thought the Great Plateau Challenge was going to be a 2.5 hour long stream. So I just have it in my head wrong. And there's really not much to these after all. So honestly, Purple Rain, to answer that question, and thank you so much for asking, you're saying how many times do I trial and error something before I land on something? To me, that process never ends. So, I don't know, I'll just have these random thoughts, you know, long after I've already gotten a good method down, and I'll just have some random thought, and I just can't wait to go try it. Or, you know, maybe I'll be reading a 3-year-old comment, I'll be like, oh, what a crazy idea, and then I go back and try that, you know, so, I don't know, to me, the process never really ends. But when I finally get to a point where I feel like it's A, easy, and B, repeatable, then that's when I feel comfortable enough to make a video and or live stream for my method. It doesn't always work for everyone. But I do try to consider all levels of players when I'm making those decisions. Okay, one's in Yiga. I can't see where the other two are just yet. I know one of them is that pesky Mugdula. And I want to go back to Link's house and get my other electric blade, or whatever those are called. Thunderblade. Yeah, that's an understatement, Purple Rain. A lot of time is definitely involved with that. Days, if not weeks. Like, there's a processor. That's part of what took me so long getting the TOTK walkthrough going, was I didn't know the game well enough to just do it. I had to go through those trial and errors, so to speak, before, you know, I felt comfortable enough to put it on video. Alright, there it is, boy. Champion Song Urbosa. So, I'm probably going to go ahead and get myself in a fly down position for this Mugdula first. I like to get that out of the way. It's pretty quick, but once I get perched, I'll put a travel gate down. I'll warp back to Link's house real quick, because guys, everything to do with this particular Mugdula, it's pretty impervious to all incoming damage. Even if you take out like a Savage Bow, it just doesn't really do the damage. You have to have electricity going into that. So all things shock. So I'll definitely be using shock arrows. I'll definitely be using, you know, those Thunderblades I mentioned. And that'll be the way to go to get him downed. I just realized my Revali's running out of juice there. I'm going to go ahead and recharge that. Thankfully, we've got that reduced cooldown working for us. I think it's done in like a couple of minutes. It's pretty quick. There's our friendly neighborhood Karak just hanging out. Awesome, Iwa. So good to know. Thank you so much for that. Time well spent, indeed. Okay, I'm pretty sure that Mugdeal is out here roaming around where all these pillars and stuff are. It's not an exact science, and sometimes you don't even know where he is until you get like down into that area. See, I'll go ahead and drop my travel gate. If I can remember how to do that. Then off to good old Hatno. Oh, that's right, it's dinner time in your end of the world there. For me, I just finished breakfast. Alright, guys. Yeah, Link's house. Weapon. Actually, I can probably store that. Oh, I got a shiny. Totally forgot putting that there. Look at that, 41 and 45. Definitely going to be my weapons of choice going into that Mugdeala fight. And I got those 4 spirit orbs I still need to cash in. Jeepers. Alright, let's do it to it. I got attack power meal running, but it's not high level. Honestly, that should be good enough. And then again, guys, all things electricity here. All things electricity. That's going to be your secret weapon. Let's see if we can't find old boy here. And that Revali's is almost ready to go. Like, so nice to have. And I just realized I am taking temperature damage for no reason whatsoever. I think that's him. Now you can summon him with an arrow, but this is going to cost a little bit of stam. And wow, he really got away from me there. Probably have to do that again with Revali's, get some airtime. Okay, again with arrows. Go for it. Take the bait. And there he goes. So yeah, guys, again, shock arrows. Just watch the damage. Get that headshot double damage. Loving it. I'm definitely going to be chewing through some stam here in this little endeavor, and that's okay. So I'm gonna let him... Actually, it's probably too late. I think he's pretty much toasted. I was gonna show you guys the other way. Oh, nuts. Okay, well, that's unfortunate. I can't get over there in time now. Well, maybe I can. So just like with my bone method. And again, it's in the shock. The power comes from the shock. So, you know, he was pretty far dead there. I couldn't really show that very good. But what I would normally do is just spin that bad boy around and round, swing your partner around and round. And then when the Thunderblade ran out of juice, I would bump her over to the other Thunderblade and just keep swinging. So, you know, a couple of different methods there. If you're not real good with bullet time, you can absolutely do it on the ground. Just, guys, I cannot emphasize enough, shock is what's going to make the difference on the damage. So let's see what we got for our troubles. Okay, that's probably something I'm going to want, just because I know that other one's already toasted. I hate dropping an attack power up for a durability, but do what you gotta do. Sacrifices will be made. Burner bow, I might as well tech refresh. Another one! And none of these weapons are likely worth my time, so I'll just go ahead and pretend... Actually, I'm pretty sure I have an empty slot, so the spear would be a nice addition. And yes, I noticed it was durability. This is me not saying anything about that. The Keive Tala Shrine. Or whatever I just said. Alright, this one is definitely a puzzle. Now, it might take me a minute to remember this one. Okay, this one's kind of like... You gotta turn it on, then turn it off again. It's like... Oh, I can't do that one with this one? Apparently not. Okay, so before I go back for that one, I'm going to... get this in position. So this one's pretty straightforward. Just get the ball over the thing here. That'll electrify the next part of this when I turn on the lights, so to speak. Then over here, we're going to need an ice block. I do remember the need for the ice block. So right about there ought to do us justice. Go ahead and set that puppy right on top there. That should do the job to get us turned on over here. Alright, and that chest, I'll show you that here in just a moment. So yeah, again, we gotta turn it on and off again. I feel like the IT crowd. Have you tried turning it on and off again? Or off and on again. I got that backwards. Okay, once that's at the top, it won't move anymore, assuming you break the connection. Go ahead and put that back on top. And we are out of here. Okay, guys, now the next one. This is a bit of a puzzle. Oh, it's motion controlled? I don't remember that being motion controlled. I don't remember that at all. Ah, nuts. So close yet so far away. Wow. Why is this motion controlled? Who put that there? Ah, so close. What? Wow. It's like I'm not anticipating it enough or too much. There we go. Wow, that is a doozy. Would have been so much easier if we could have just lobbed arrows over there. And of course it wasn't worth my effort to begin with. But there it is if you so desire. So as always, I hope that helps you out. If you wouldn't mind taking a moment to like the video, I always appreciate that. Until the next time, happy hunting. Alright guys, 1 down, 2 to go. And then the Blight fight. Let's get ready to rumble! Hey, Link Mario! Welcome, welcome. Good to see you again. Yeah, doing good indeed. Thank you so much for asking. Hope you're doing well. I don't know about you guys, but it has been absolutely perfect weather here. I sat outside yesterday at a coffee shop, and I was just talking to my mom on the phone. And I was like, it is so nice today. Like, there's nothing I could think of that I would change. It was like that perfect. And I basked in it. It was just a beautiful blessing. Alright guys, so 2 more hotspots here. And just to show you where that Mugula was too, by the way. I don't think I really did a map shot on that. So that was our Mugula, that was our shrine. The next one is down there by Yiga clan, but I don't want to do that one yet. Actually, I'll just go ahead and pin it for now. So that's Yiga clan. And then, yeah, this one's down here somewhere. There's like a starting gate. Not far from the... my words are broken. The Gerudo town there. See, I'll just put the pin right about here. That should get us pretty close. Haha, Dee bingo! Who put that there? I already know the answer to that. It was either Agent Smith or Agent Jones. Those two are in cahoots. Yeah, we got a lot of bingos today. Hot dog. It must have been the update. The DD update, V3.0. Had to sort out your PC today. So yeah, Link Mario, I've spent about the past week and a half fighting technology, so I do not envy you. Alright guys, so I was kind of sort of close with that pin. Not exactly. But yeah, you're just basically looking for that first gate there, and I think we're going to want a sand seal for this as a matter of fact. So yeah, I kind of forgot about that. I always like to get the free ones. Make sure you have a burner shield equipped. The shield has to be equipped or it does not work. And we're off. Sand seal in the lead. Link trailing right behind. Link's trying the drafting method. Do you think it'll work? Only if the sand seal crashes into something, Chuck. Okay, and thankfully I think I've got the sandstorms already cleared, so this will be easy peasy. Tougher to see in the sandstorms, that's for sure. And we no longer need that pin. There's the ticking sound. That's agitating everybody's anxieties. Oh, we got a twofer here. Yikes! Out of my way! Tight quarters there. My sand seal is having troubles. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Almost there. Couple more. Oh, that was the last one. Okay, I thought there was another one or two in there somewhere. Uh-oh. Yikes! Run away! Run away! Swim away! Swim away! Huh, that's weird. The only time you see krill is when there's a whale coming. Ah, got you, Link Mario. Yeah, Premiere Pro is good stuff. Alright, so, you're dying to a Frox? Yeah, I died to many Frox. I just read your chat there, Arcazol. The Frox. Those are fun. No touchy! Yeah, no doubt. Alright guys, dual purpose. Oh, I remember this shrine. I remember having help from my rubber armor in this one, so I didn't get zapped all over the place. If I can find the thing. Right about there. Now, if you don't have the rubber set, and that's okay, you can actually, whoops, you can actually just eat a high-level meal or elixir for shock protection. It'll do the exact same job here. And I might even have one I can show you the recipe to. I must have already, yeah, no, I do have one. So you can just throw in 4 zap shrooms. I think you can also do 4 or 5 volt fruit. Or maybe you have to mix and match those a little bit. But yeah, either way, if you get at least high level, you should be okay in here. Another thing you can do too is you can put on like 1 piece of the rubber armor, so you only have a mid-level shockproof meal. That'll give you the high level also. So you can mix and match the clothing with the meals. But yeah, you're going to want high-level shock protection in here in order to make it through. Okay, don't really remember this one. Might take me a second to sort the puzzle part out. Okay, now I'm kind of sort of remembering. Whoa! Totally missed. Get back here. Really? I thought Magnesis had a better range than that. Alright, let's get that electrified. Just like so. The Wall of Death. I remember this one. Yeah, there's a chest in here. And I think, yeah, we gotta get that opened up, so that's the easy part, getting the chest. It's so nice to be able to walk around in here with that insulation. You don't have to worry about the electrocution. Ooh, another bow, huh? Tech refresh. Alright, so now as far as the actual puzzle itself goes, guys, I remember this one being a bit tricky, so bear with me while I get this part sorted here. But I want to say I needed that. And then that right where it is, and then this. No, that's not right. You need that to get up. Alright, so that gets the door open. Yeah, they give you just enough room to be able to sprint and jump across. And that gets us up and out of here. So as always, folks, I hope that helps you out. If you wouldn't mind taking a moment to smash that like button, I always appreciate that. And until the next time, happy hunting. Alright guys, 2 down, 1 to go. 1 to go. And honestly, I have no idea what's involved in the Yiga clan. I just remember I had to go out there. I hope we don't have to fight Master Koga again. Alright, and I can already tell it's over 2 hours because my legs are going stiff and my butt's going numb and... yeah, so I'm probably about ready anyway. I'm not remembering exactly what I had to do here. I guess I'll just go to my pin there and see what's going on. I'm sure it'll come back to me once I see it. I actually haven't done these since I did my Master Mode playthrough, and I think that was pushing 2 years ago now. Maybe it is another Master Koga fight. Sorry, I'm trying to multitask here. Chug my coffee. That's right, we have to throw an orb down into the pit. As soon as you said that, Link Mario, it clicked. Like, oh yeah, that's right. So I might have to go back in through the front door. I don't know if we can get in this way. Oh, we sure can. There be no orb in here. Oh, the people are back, so maybe you have to kill them all again. We might have to kill them all again. No problemo. Break out the old stasis trick. He had no chance. My only mistake is sometimes I get overzealous and I charge in before my stasis has recharged, and then I'm like, you know, I hit the button and then I'm like, wait, something is wrong. Danger. Yeah, great times. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Yikes! That dude's like, yeah, whatever. There's bananas over here. Oh, stealth. That's probably another thing I'm doing wrong here. I was like, something doesn't feel right. Okay, hopefully that's the last of them. I like that little noise they make. Wah! Perfectly fitting for Halloween. Shiny things. I might not even have to kill all these guys. Oh, that's closed. But if I remember right, that orb should be like where the big pile of bananas used to be. And maybe you don't actually have to kill everything to get that to spawn in. Okay, no, you do not. So that door being closed doesn't even matter. Alright, once you got your orb, we are out of here. I've never actually been able to get up here and get the orb without killing those guys down there. Not to say it can't be done. But I just find it 10 times easier if they're not in your way here at this point. What's up, Doc?
Yeah.
He even gives you a clue. Whoops. So we'll go ahead and toss this down the giant pit. Hopefully that smacks Master Yoga right on top of his nugget. It would have been funny if a sound effect came up from out of there. Ouch! Who threw that? Alright. Really cool how in TOTK they opened that up. They made something with that. Whoever had that idea, wow. They deserve a pay raise. Alright guys, third and final shrine. Then we'll do our blight fight and we'll call that a day. Inside the box. Oh yeah, this one. This is a puzzle. Definitely quite the puzzle shrine. And it's tough to see these things, so you really just gotta play with it. But basically what you're doing is you're counting the balls in there. So I see 2 orange right off the top. I see, it looks like 2 pink. Hold on, let's reset these a little bit so I can see better. So 2 yellows. 3 pink, it looks like. 4 pink? Oh, it's tough to tell. I see 3 there for sure. Okay, so it's 3 pink. So 2 orange, 3 pink. So that one goes on the number 2 spot. That one goes on the number 3 spot. And I think there was one of these. That goes on the number 1 spot. And I wasn't quite sure what I had in greens there. Okay, looks like 2 greens. Let's see how I did. Okay, I must have miscounted something there. There might have been another pink one there. Or maybe one less. I'll try one less first. That was the only one I was really unsure of. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What have I done? Maybe there was only 1 orange? And I see 2 orange there very plainly. I definitely see 2 greens. I only see one of those funny looking magentas or whatever. Yeah, I'm definitely seeing 3. Oh, is it 4? I'm definitely seeing 4 pinks. So let's see where I went wrong here. 2 greens, 2 orange. Did I put the balls in the wrong holes? No. Okay, I'm not seeing one of them, apparently. I feel like I'm back in kindergarten. I'm getting frustrated because I can't get the circle into the square hole. That's what this is. Alright, I know I see 2 oranges there, so I know those are solid. There's 1 green, there's 2 greens. I know the greens are solid. So orange and green we got squared away. That funny looking blotchy one that's like pink or something, I only see 1 of them, so I know that's perfect. So now what am I missing, or what am I doing wrong? Oh, that thing's not in the hole, jeepers. What is that, Occam's razor? The easiest answer is usually the correct answer. Alright guys, this is the exact same type of puzzle over here from what I remember that is really not worth anything productive. But, you know, I'm going to go ahead and do it since we're here. I don't know if I remember now what all was involved with this one. Oh, that's right, that's the blank one, and that's only 2. The hard part on this one was finding where to find that orb at. And I think that's underneath in the ground here somewhere. Or not. Whoa. I'm at a loss here. Funny, I used to know these so well. Yeah, you can't do anything with that, that's right. Okay, I thought there was like a compartment in the floor that opened up and revealed that orb. But I'm clearly remembering this wrong. Give me a moment here. Hopefully it'll come back quickly. The only other thing I can think of is maybe you have to get this out of the thing somehow. That's right, that door swings. So we gotta go like that way to open that, or not. Maybe we have to move that with magnesis. Aha, okay. It's like riding a bike, guys. Sometimes I have to fiddle with it for a while. There we go. Ooh, and there were 3 of them in there. So I miscounted those anyway. Are they gonna make me put all 3 in there? Thank goodness. Now let's see what I did all that work for. Garbage. So folks, as always, I hope that helps you all out. If you wouldn't mind taking a moment to like, share, subscribe, comment, I always appreciate that. And as always, until the next time, happy hunting. Hey, Link Mario, in the box! You were trying to throw me a bone there. Sorry I didn't read that earlier. That would have saved me some time fooling around. Definitely appreciate the assist, though. Alright, guys, that's it. 3 down, none to go. So now we just got to do the Blight fight. The Blight Flight. The Blight Fight. Wow, that's tough to say. The Blight Fight in the Ganon Dome. And this is a tough Blight fight. Very tough Blight fight. Make sure your Urbosa's Fury is topped off. That'll definitely be helpful in here. And I don't know if mine is. I've only got 2. Well, that's unfortunate. Well, I'll have to make do. Yeah, that would have been nice to have. Also, guys, I recommend the shock. Going into this one. Let her rip. Let's get ready to rumble! And talk about being way under budgeted. Yeah. Alright, here we go. I like that little heartbeat, that little heart thump it gives you. Like you know you're about to get into it. Okay guys, shield is limited. So you kind of have to get through the fight sooner than later. In Master Mode, that makes it real difficult because he recharges. But here in regular mode, you have more of a fighting chance. But yeah, the shield is a big part of my strategy here. And then I think we have two weapons, a one-handed and a two-handed. Okay, so exactly. Now that Scimitar, it's got some meat to it, but when you're smacking shields away, it tends to break pretty quick. So again, you just kind of have to do your best here going forward. We've got that shock damage protection, so we should be good to go. Go ahead and shield up. Bat his shield away. Actually, he didn't even raise his shield, which was nice. Get down here, do whatever... Whoops. Whatever damage you can. Don't be shy. Matter of fact, I should be switching to my two-hander to do that ground damage. And that's where the shock protection is going to be really nice, because you're impervious to his attacks. It makes it 10 times easier in here. Okay, so again, bat shield away. And then switch to that two-hander. And do whatever damage you can. And I'm going to try to save my Urbosa's Fury for the second part. Okay, bat that bad boy away. And that should be ball game for round one here. Rinse, lather, and repeat for the second part. And this is tough, guys. I don't like this. I don't like this whole picking up the spikes, you know, to zap him. To me, that's always been very difficult. Very stressful, very challenging. But yeah, if you can get that up there quick enough, it'll zap him. Or where did he go? Where did he go? Oh, he's way the heck over there? Jeez. I did not see him that entire time. Okay, but again, rinse, lather, and repeat. Get him down. Do whatever damage you can. And this is where that Urbosa's would be nice to have. Wham, get him down once. Rinse, lather, and repeat. Just keep going. Oh no, he's blocking that whole thing. Uh-oh. That's gonna bust my shield. See, I'm not gonna block that via shield. Oh, ouch. What was that? There we go. Okay, and I'm good to go to just finish this. So that's it, guys. It's more of a patience game in that one. If you can just remember those steps, you'll get through it. So guys, that's ball game. I'm going to go ahead and let the cutscene stuff play out here. Thought I could sneak away for a moment and go water the horses, but I was mistaken. Yeah, thanks so much, Dee Dee. That worked out. Funny thing is, I normally die in there once or twice just trying to remember it. Or I'll chew up all my weapons, again, trying to remember it. But that time I actually got through it. Yeah, alright, thank you so much. Have a good night. And thanks for stopping in today. It was a lot of fun.
Princess of Hyrule, I accept your proposition without hesitation. Not only are they planning to resurrect Calamity Ganon, it seems the Yiga clan is also after our treasured heirloom. You have my word. I won't rest until the Calamity falls.
Gerudo Chief Urbosa, on behalf of Hyrule and its king, I thank you. I've never seen you so serious, Urbosa.
Oh my. I can't say the same. 10 years ago, you rarely smiled, my little bird.
Urbosa, I feel like you've called me Little Bird before. I was wondering where you got that name from. Huh?
Halt and face me. Unlike you traitors, I prefer to fight my enemies head on. Do your worst. Out of respect for our princess, you may keep your lives. Now go! You asked me why I call you Little Bird.
Huh?
When you were but a small child, my dear friend called you that with the sweetest smile that ever graced our land of Hyrule.
You mean Mother?
It was 10 long years ago. Your mother had just left this world, yet her little bird still spread her wings and became the beacon of light Hyrule needed. Sometimes I forget myself and get lost in the past. I must say, you are an impressive bow. You may now wield Urbosa's fury far more often. You are the pride of Hyrule, hero. Take care of our princess. I'm leaving that honor in your capable hands.
Booyah, baby. My two favorite superpowers, Urbosa's Fury and Revali's Gale, now coming to us much more quicker. So normally I would kind of do this earlier game. You know, if I was just playing a DLC playthrough, you know, I would do all 4 Divine Beasts and then kind of go back through and do all these challenges for nothing other than the quicker Revali's Gale and the quicker Urbosa's Fury. So again, just very nice to have. Oops. I like to have all my superpowers reset. Bruh. There we go. Alright guys, that's ball game. I know it was a longer stream today, but again, the way I was thinking about doing this, it just would have really dragged this out. We would have had very short streams every day, 45 minutes, maybe an hour. So yeah, you know, 2 to 3 hours is probably more appropriate when we're doing this. So when we come back on, I'll do the last 2 Divine Beast challenges. That'll be Zora's, and that'll be the Gorons. And once we knock those 2 out, guys, it'll be the 5th Divine Beast for the motorcycle in the Von Kazab fight, or whatever the heck that's called. The monk fight. And there's a couple of different things I want to try in there that you guys have been mentioning in comments and stuff. One would be the Ancient Shield, I think. That came from Brad, if I remember right. And yeah, so I'll be playing around with him just a little bit. So that should be a lot of fun. Not only that, the Divine Beast should be a challenge. It's been a while since I've gotten in there and done the puzzles. So yeah, all in all, it should be a fun stream tomorrow. So hopefully we'll be able to finish, you know, at least that part of it. And then Sunday, I would just like to focus on the Master Sword Trials. So, you know, if those are dragging on a little bit too long, of course, you know, we'll just figure out something else for wrapping all that up. But yeah, for right now, guys, that is pretty much it. I know it was a longer stream today. Thank you so much for hanging out. You guys are troopers. And thank you for being patient with me while I had to go back in there, you know, die a couple times and try to get right. Alright, yeah, thanks so much, guys. We'll see y'all later. Peace out, y'all.